Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my kids. In our last lesson, we talked about similarities and differences between a mailing letter and sending an email. We explored that instant communication can be helpful and sometimes causes problems. Both types use written words. When someone reads a letter or email, he cannot see our face or hear our reaction or ask questions to answer him like in a spoken conversation. Which do you usually prefer, written communication or in-person communication? One benefit to being in person is that we can communicate a lot beyond the words we say. We communicate by our faces, our voice tones, and our bodies. This is what we are going to learn today about communication. We will learn about verbal and non-verbal communication. In verbal communication, we communicate with words through listening, speaking, reading, or writing. While in non-verbal communication, we communicate with faces, voice tones, or bodies. So, verbal means using words, and non-verbal means not using words. Much of our communication is non-verbal. Babies don't know words, but they communicate with us by non-verbal communication, as crying, laughing, smiling, and kicking feet. Now, we understand better in-person conversation as we use verbal and non-verbal communication. Now, let's try to read the facial expressions in your book, page 144. Look at the first picture. What is the facial expression in the first picture? What is she trying to tell? Try to think. Yes, maybe she is annoyed or she dislikes something. Okay, what about the second picture? What is she trying to tell? Try to think. Good thinking. Maybe she is upset or maybe she is angry. Let's complete in the next page. In the first picture, what is the boy trying to tell? Excellent. He is surprised or he may be shocked. What about the woman in the second picture? What is she trying to tell? Great. She is determined. That means she has a decision. Or maybe she's confident. Let's go to page 146 to complete discussing facial expressions. Here in the first picture, what are they trying to tell? Exactly, they are angry and shouting, or they are fighting together. So, what about the second one? What are both boys trying to tell? Yes, he is whispering. And the another boy is listening carefully. We are learning that we can use our faces, movements, and voice tones to communicate non-verbally. We can shout, whisper, laugh, or make our words cut or short while we talk. People listen to the words we use. They also find meaning in our voice tones. Sometimes people misunderstand what we mean when we write something, as they cannot hear our voice tone. Let's read a script about a problem with a friend. Please open your book, page 147, titled Solving Problems in Communication. pay attention to the feeling written between the two brackets in each line. I will try to change my voice tone with different feelings. Noor. Hi, Hussam. I took your backpack. It was. I know you did. Rasha said you had it. What is wrong, Hussam? What happened, Noor? We have been best friends for years, and now this? What are you talking about? You are my best friend, but you made a mistake. Why would you take my backpack without asking? Oh, Sam, you are silly. You left your backpack in the courtyard at the beginning of the day. I brought it inside and put it in your cubby. Oh, thank you, Noor. I'm sorry. I was angry with you. I understand now. You are a good friend. As you see, the facial expression and the tone of voice help understanding people better than writing letters. Now, can you try drawing 5 different faces showing 5 different emotions? At the end of our lesson today, when we communicate with each other, it is important to listen to each other's tone of voice, watching for nonverbal signals like facial expressions to understand each other. See you next lesson. Goodbye, and thank you for listening.